What's up, friends? Excited to be here with you all for another movie reaction. Very excited for today's because it is a movie from Edgar Wright, which is Hot Fuzz, and I really like Edgar Wright as a director. I've only seen 3 of his films, but I've loved them all. I've seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Baby Driver, and Shaun of the Dead, and I know Hot Fuzz is kind of part of this like unofficial trilogy or official trilogy, I don't know, with Shaun of the Dead and then At World's End, I believe, which is another one I haven't seen that I'll have to check out eventually, but really excited to check this one out because I love his directorial style. So creative, so unique, definitely one of the most inventive filmmakers that are working today. And I know Baby Driver was a little bit more serious, but I know he's mainly focused on comedy, especially using visual cues and editing to assist the jokes or the humor in his films, or even be the sole creator of the humor. And so really like his style of comedy. Definitely very refreshing to see, besides some of the more traditional or often stale way of delivering humor. Definitely brings something new to the table every time I watch one of his films, so I can't wait to get into this one. Besides knowing that Simon Pegg stars in it, and I believe the same co-star as Shaun of the Dead, don't remember his name off the top of my head, but besides knowing that they star in it, don't really know anything about it. I believe they're cops, if I remember right, just basing it off the cover as well, but don't really know anything else beyond that, so excited to figure out the plot. Hopefully you guys are excited to watch along with me for this one, and if by the end of the video you enjoyed my reaction, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people and helps the channel out, so I appreciate you guys who do that. And as always, you can check out my full-length reaction to this movie, all the other stuff that I've done from the channel as well on my Patreon, the link for that being in the description below. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into Hot Fuzz. I think Edgar Wright was supposed to have a movie come out this year too, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm assuming Corona had something to say about that.
Police Constable Nicholas Angel, board and school.
Oh my gosh, here we go. Already the editing is first class.
Academically excelled in theoretical coursework and final year examinations. Received the Baton of Honor.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I mean, I'm used to his like quick editing, but I feel like this is the fastest I've seen from him.
Sustained 3 injuries in the line of duty, most recently in December when wounded by a man dressed as Father Christmas.
Hello, Nicholas.
Hello, Sergeant.
What a freaking intro. That's incredible. I don't know if he edits them or if he has an editor, but if he has an editor, they must like be there every day on set, because a lot of those shots you need to make with the edit in mind.
Sandford, Gloucestershire.
That's in the country.
Yes! Lovely. Well, you've always wanted to transfer to the country.
I don't remember telling you that.
Yes, you did. I'd love to settle down in the country sometime, Janine.
Oh my gosh, they had him bugged or just overheard him.
Hello, Nicholas. How's the hand?
It's still a bit stiff.
A lovely little place that I think has won Village of the Year I don't know how many times.
I feel like I always know it's going to be a great comedy when this guy's in it, because he's in The Other Guys, and he was just in Tropic Thunder as well.
You've been making us all look bad. There's one thing you haven't taken into account, and that's what the team is going to make of this.
Oh, jeez. Freaking love the way that Edgar Wright uses visuals and editing just to deliver the punchlines for his jokes. Just makes them so much funnier. I like the plot for this, though.
Nicholas, what do you want?
Well, I have something important to tell you, and I didn't want to do it over the phone.
Janine, I've been transferred. I'm moving away for a while.
I'm not Janine.
Oh my gosh. It's so freaking clever, man. How does he come up with this stuff? Had me fooled too there for a second.
You're seeing someone else.
Yes, how did you...
Is it Bob?
Does Bob look like the kind of person I'd go out with? It's Dave.
Oh, poor Bob.
Hello there.
It's the guy right next to him. Such a well-written comedy, man. And it moves so fast that you can't anticipate when the joke or the punchline is coming. Editing is so freaking cool, man. Just grabs you and runs with you throughout the story.
I was hoping to check in.
Fascist.
I beg your pardon.
System of government.
Oh my gosh, what? This lady's nuts.
Bernard will escort you up there.
I could probably make my own way up. Hag.
I beg your pardon.
It's 12 down.
Oh!
Two can play at that game and got it right back. I guess, did this movie come out after Scott Pilgrim and Shaun of the Dead? Because that would definitely make sense why I feel like his editing is a lot more like crisp and well done and everything than those even.
Pint of lager, please, Mary.
Oh, there he is.
Yes, sir. What can I get you?
The dynamic duo is back from Shaun of the Dead. Excited to see them play off each other again. Is he going into analyze mode? That intro did show us that this dude is overly capable at his job.
When's your birthday?
22nd of February.
What year?
Every year.
Get out. When's your birthday?
8th of May, 1969.
Dude's about to bust this entire freaking joint.
It would appear a number of your patrons are underage. The law's the law, and they'll have to go.
Oh my gosh, the entire freaking bar just drove him out of business with that move. I feel like it's gonna be real odd for him coming into this town because he's probably used to big city crime. This town's probably not used to a very active police officer.
I'm taking you to the station.
That was a freaking great shot of him rolling right into the camera's frame. It must take like so much effort to shoot everything for an Edgar Wright movie because since it cuts so fast in so many scenes, you would have to get so much more coverage than the usual scene or setup.
I'm a slasher and I must be stopped.
You're a what?
A slasher of prices. I run the local supermarché. My discounts are criminal.
What in the world? That guy's so interesting. This is certainly quite the town he's stumbled into.
He's gone.
Who's gone?
Why are you dressed like a police officer?
Because I am one.
Dude arrested one of the officers on his first day. That's freaking hilarious. I knew he had to have been connected somehow just because I know the actors like the co-star.
Let's have a mosey around. Locker room, evidence room.
Oh my gosh. They just banished this dude to a city of nothing. Doesn't look like they've had any cases the entire existence of the town.
There's an uphill struggle in it, Dad. Oh! Thank you, Danny. For swear box.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is the most unorthodox police station I've ever seen.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. If we don't come down hard on these clowns, we are going to be up to our balls in jugglers.
That's the best town you could be in if your biggest problem is jugglers in the wild.
Everybody and their mums is packing round there.
What is it like being stabbed?
It was the single most painful experience of my life.
What was the second most painful?
This is gonna be a nightmare for him, it seems like. I feel like it's just going to be non-stop questions from his partner all day, every day.
Perhaps you might like to join us for a shoot one day.
Well, I haven't held a firearm for over 2 years, Mr. Reaper. I'd kind of like to keep it that way.
I like the dialogue there, getting a bit of a look into who his character is.
Welcome you to the weekly meeting of the Neighborhood Watch Alliance.
I'm interested to see what is going to develop here because I assume there's going to be some sort of case that pops up for him.
I am sure that all of you will have noticed the return of a blight, the extremely irritating living statue.
Oh my gosh. Why is this thing the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to him? This has got to be the worst situation for a cop that is extremely good at his job.
The Swans escaped.
The Swans escaped. And who might you be?
Mr. Peter Ian Staker.
P.I. Staker. Yeah. Right. Piss Taker. Come on!
Yes, Mr. Staker.
Oh my gosh, it was a real guy, poor man. Is that Stephen Merchant? Hard to tell just from that one shot.
Oh! Oh!
I don't know, I feel like a swan's harder to catch than a person. A lot more shifty.
I simply spied you loitering in organic produce and assumed you had time on your hands.
Maybe I'm not the one you should be keeping an eye on. Excuse me.
Here we go, he's about to step into action for the first time. Love the cutting already for this scene. Such a genius way to film scenes, man.
You mothers.
Such a freaking genius cut. I feel like I'm gonna get too repetitive in this, just complimenting Edgar Wright's use of visual comedy through cuts. Oh my gosh. I freaking love this already, man. This is so entertaining. And in a normal movie, a scene like this would be like good as it is, but the way that Edgar Wright does filmmaking just elevates every single moment. Oh, dude, what a freaking throw. No wonder this dude was embarrassing all the other cops. He's a freaking legend.
I'm simply suggesting young Peter be given a second chance.
Mr. Skinner feels it would be better not to prosecute an individual that has committed a blatant offence.
I'll make sure everyone gets their just desserts.
Yeah, and they're going to actually get desserts, I'm guessing. Maybe there is something going on in this place, but it's just covering up all the crimes to make sure they maintain their clean record as a city.
I understand that it's not all about gunfights and car chases.
Immediately into a car chase. I love it.
That was brilliant.
So freaking well edited, man. Covered that moment in like 3 seconds, but yet they showed you everything you needed to see, and they did it in a way that is hilarious.
Stop writing!
Stop writing.
Look, you're right. I apologise.
See what I did then? You hypnotised him.
Oh my gosh. I love their dynamic as a partnership because one of them...
That's just extraordinary. Just see the one on the other side.
One of them is just completely oblivious to everything, no experience, and then you have literally the most experienced cop in the country. The comedy just pretty much writes itself with great characters like that.
To my love. No.
Poison!
Just horrendous acting, but yet at the same time it's good acting to be that horrendous. Oh my gosh, what kind of Romeo and Juliet production is this? Definitely worth the price of admission if you ask me.
Quite the lady in the know. I'm sure if we bashed your head in, all sorts of secrets would come tumbling out.
What in the world? This guy's giving off some mad creepy vibes. Every scene he's in, he just seems like an absolute menace.
Again, let me extend my sincere apologies.
Quite all right, Mr. Blower. Drive safe.
There's definitely something odd about the people in this town.
Hopefully that's the last we'll see of him.
Everyone seems like they're hiding something. Okay, here we freaking go. Now we're developing something. Is there gonna be a serial killer that starts going on a rampage in here?
Decaffeinated.
Oh my gosh, dude, I was not expecting it to get real dark. I mean, obviously, if it's part of the same trilogy as Shaun of the Dead, then I shouldn't have been too surprised.
We no longer refer to these incidents as accidents, then as collisions.
Martin and Eve, such a tragedy.
Do you mind telling me how you know the identity of the persons involved?
News travels fast. Hello?
I mean, he's clearly the obvious choice as the murderer, but I feel like that's just too easy. But maybe that's the joke, is that he's just right there in plain sight.
Martin Blower was clearly having an affair with Eve Draper.
And how did you establish that?
We sat through 3 hours of so-called acting last night, and the kiss was the only convincing moment in it.
Here we freaking go. Now he's picking up on a few things. He might end up being a great cop after all.
Are you causing trouble?
Yes, they are.
Well, old Arthur Webley's been clipping hedgerows that don't belong to him.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Gosh. Although everything is just so nonchalant about the cases here, besides the murder one.
What did he say?
Said how's his head, huh? He only topped him down because he couldn't see the view no more. What's he on about?
This is so well done. Freaking love the comedy in this, man. Now it's the second Harry Potter actor in this too. Slughorn and Filch now.
Mr. Webley, I trust you have a license for that firearm.
I does for this one.
Does for this one.
He does for this one.
So genius. Such clever setups for just the most unique jokes that I've seen in a little while.
What is this?
Here's a lot of junk.
Oh my gosh. This is so great, man. I'm so enthralled by this.
what?
No, apparently it's been deactivated, over.
That's right. Deactivate.
Freaking lucky that didn't go off. This movie's definitely Edgar Wright at his best, but I feel like every movie I've watched is Edgar Wright at his best.
What made you want to be a policeman officer?
I don't remember a time when I didn't want to be a police officer, apart from the summer of 1979 when I wanted to be Kermit the Frog.
We've all been there, man. We've all had the Kermit years.
I had to prove to myself that the law could be proper. I was destined to be a police officer.
Shame. I think you would have made a great Muppet.
I like this moment as well. It's a nice contrast to everything else in the film so far.
After my mum died, it's what he wanted, you know? Keep me close by.
Do you mind if I ask how she died?
Traffic collision.
Sorry.
What's this?
Oh my gosh, just the immediate change back to humor is amazing. That was a great scene though, just to introduce a little bit of backstory and some character development. Even just a really subtle thing like him using the line traffic collision instead of accident after the other scene.
I think somebody needs to go home.
I'm not that drunk, sir.
Not you, him.
Oh, jeez, dude. I love how I pretty much never see these jokes coming as well, because they're all so unexpected, and I'm used to just verbal comedy, not visual. Oh my gosh.
I would not want to be here in the morning.
Oh, jeez. I love how nearly every bit of visual comedy, though, is set up by some sort of dialogue. The script and the camera just work perfectly in tandem to pull off great comedy. Oh my gosh, dude, what a freaking transition. Some of these are just amazing. I don't know how he pulls off some of these, though. There's got to be so much planning, because you can't just get into the edit and be like, oh, these will fit cool together. You actually have to plan every single camera movement to pull it off like that.
I just want to be good at what I do.
You are good at what you do. You just gotta learn to switch off that big old melon of yours.
I don't think I know how.
I can show you how.
Let's freaking go. A man after my own heart. Got that great movie collection. Definitely would want to spend some time in that room with him. Guess I'll pay attention to anybody who eats bacon or beans the rest of the movie.
That is nothing, man. This is about to go off.
Oh my gosh, just so perfectly done. And it's not even just like one moment as well. Like most movies, an editing sequence like that would be like the big selling point of the film, but the way that this does it in every single scene is just astounding. Oh, he's too obvious, man. There's no way that it's him. I feel like it's very lucky that Officer Angel arrived right after these murders started. Or right before, I should say.
They were accidents. People have accidents every day. If you didn't see anything suspicious, and who did?
So maybe there have been a bunch of crimes in here, but people have just refused to acknowledge them. I feel like the way that this guy is just being so obvious with all his menacing actions, it's going to be, at the end, somebody who's just completely unassuming, but that's just my guess.
Take out all the little people, you get to waltz off with the cuddly monkey.
Oh, jackpot, man. Don't go home with anything less. Holy crap, man, that's insane. This dude's a sharpshooter. Dude definitely got the cuddly monkey out of that, though. Is this guy gonna get axed as well? It certainly feels like that with the tone of this scene. Oh my my gosh, that's disgusting, bro. Holy crap, I was not ready for that imagery. Dude just turned into Pyramid Head from Silent Hill.
Are you saying that this is a crime scene?
Yes, sir, I am.
Start interviewing everyone who was at the bait. Fisher, secure the area.
Here we go. Now he's starting to run it like an actual police crew. The first official crime scene of this town, apparently.
Not everyone's a murdering psychopath. It's high time you realize that. You and your monkey.
Did he mean me or that?
Oh, jeez. This is not going to be easy. They've definitely got their work cut out for them.
There's always something going on, Danny. You don't know how to switch off.
Dude's running off with the monkey. I love it. I like how besides the filmmaking and the editing just being elite, it's a good plot, and you sometimes forget about it with the Edgar Wright film because you're so focused on the other aspects.
Danny, I think I'm onto something.
Are you?
With a little deliberation, we can figure out what links these deaths.
Me?
Come on, partner. Let's go to work.
I love it, man. Just took one little positive interaction for him to become friends again. Like that he's locked into this city as well now, too. Instead of worrying about what's going on in London, finally has a chance to do something positive here.
I was wondering, do you have any Japanese peace lilies?
Of course. I was just about to pop off, actually.
There's definitely a suspicious vibe about this lady. The music's definitely giving off that, at least.
Apparently they want to build a big shopping centre. As far as I'm concerned, Cousin Sissy can go and
Would you just excuse me for just 1 second?
Oh no! She is gonna get offed right in front of him.
Stop! In the name of the law!
Here we go, man. He's hot on the trail. Holy crap, dude is mad fast. Jeez. I would think that that long cloak slows him down. Oh, dude, he bled on that piece of glass. They might be able to get some DNA off it if they don't catch him.
What makes you think it was murder?
Because I was there!
There's a point. Why were you there?
Maybe I was mistaken. Maybe the entire freaking town is covering it up, and it's not just one guy like Skinner that's behind it. Maybe everyone is.
Maybe you did it.
As though you're such a big fan of murder.
What the?
Sergeant Angel.
Yes! Sir!
What a great scene, man. Love Simon Pegg's acting. He's got fantastic comedic timing.
There hasn't been a recorded murder in Sandford for 20 years.
I'm certain I know who did it.
Is he going straight for Skinner? Because again, man, I don't think it's going to work out in their favor.
I'd need something conclusive. Perhaps a wound you sustained on a piece of broken glass.
Here we freaking go.
This is beginning to get embarrassing.
Dang it. Yep, there it is. He's not the one. I mean, maybe he could still be involved, but he's not the person that's in the black cloak. Now I'm just going to be trying to analyze everybody, trying to figure out who it could be.
Michael, will you escort the sergeant off the premises when he's quite finished?
Yar.
What if it's that guy, the Yar guy? Because it seems like he just does whatever he's told. What if he's just the pawn for Skinner and he's using him so that even though he's obviously connected in all these ways, he still can't get caught or placed at the scene of the crime?
Joe not catching them killers then.
So, Mara, you got brain freeze?
No, I got brainwave.
Get us back to the station, now!
What a great line. I love it. There it is, man. There's multiple killers working. What if it's Skinner is the mastermind and all his employees are killing for him?
You've come from a city where there's danger around every corner. Do yourself a favor. Sleep on it.
What's going on? I'm just going to go back to the hotel.
Man, I'm uneasy right now. I feel like something major is going to happen tonight if he doesn't work the case. Maybe the person could even come after him. I just don't feel like it's a good idea to wait, especially by himself. Yo, bro, that actually... Dude, I called it. What? Of course the monkey would save the day. I love it.
Playtime's over.
Oh, brilliant. I guess I can't really say I called it because it was only right after Skinner was proved not to be the guy. That legit scared me though when he opened that door. I was taken aback big time. Holy crap, man. That's spooky.
How could I possibly be in several places? How could I possibly be in several places?
Oh, that's how he was so fast. Genius. I didn't expect when I said the whole community would be in on it that it would be true. Obviously, it's not everyone, but still, that's like most of the bigwigs there.
Quick announcement before we begin. Janet Barker has decided to call her boys Roger and Martin.
I love how this is such an evil sounding meeting, and then they just start off with a nice announcement like that.
I see we have visitors.
Sergeant Nicholas Angel, Sandford Police Service. I'm arresting you under suspicion of conspiracy to commit murder.
Pretty bold of him to run in here by himself, knowing these are all murderers.
Blower's fate was simply the result of his being an appalling actor.
You murdered him for that?
Well, he murdered Bill Shakespeare.
What?
Oh.
Unbelievable, man. I could have never seen that motivation being the reason. This is like basically if neighborhood watches turned into mobs and just were given all the power.
For no reason whatsoever.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Hello, Nicholas.
Bro, how could he do that? Freaking betrayed him. Literally is the whole town. What? No wonder he was struggling so hard to get any progress with the police station. That explains why there's no cases there, because the police chief's corrupt.
I'm disappointed you can't see the bigger picture.
Well, I'm happy to disappoint you, sir. You are all gonna have to come with me.
Oh, jeez, man. I knew it was a freaking bad idea coming up to all these people.
Bloody no.
Back off!
No, how could his partner be bad too? I did not expect that. I thought if anyone was going to be good, it was going to be him. I love that shot, man. Shoot, bro, this is getting real tense. This movie took such a freaking turn all of a sudden, but I love where the story's going. This is so entertaining.
Murderous son, 20 years. There's a reason we accommodate a few of the young ones at the pub.
Holy crap, these people are pure evil, dude. Freaking monsters just dumping bodies down below them. No, what is he doing? Bro, he's not gonna die in this, is he? That would be insane. I have no idea where this could go at this point, though, because they already tried to kill him once, so why would they not try and kill him again?
Ta-da! What are you doing? Saving your skin.
This is murder! It's not, it's ketchup!
Oh, dude, what a freaking twist. I did not expect him to be alive. Dude is one for the theatrics.
It's Frank! He's appointing himself judge, jury, and executioner! He's not judge, jury, and execution!
Judge Judy, I love it. One of the few freaking times where it's just straight verbal comedy in this, but it still nails it.
Is that everything?
No. This is something I have to do myself.
Is he gonna become the people from those movies? Dang, that was a really clever shot. Had I not known that this was part of like a trilogy, that would be a really nice Easter egg on the wrapper. Wasn't it like the middle of the word cornetto? And this is like the middle entry in it. Holy crap, he's not taking any chances now. I mean, how can you not when the entire town's against you? Oh my gosh, dude, just flying kicked a grandma. What?
What are you gonna do? Just walk in and arrest the whole village?
Not exactly.
I love his voice change for this moment as well. This is brilliant. I'm loving this movie.
Someone from London call for you. I'll tell him you'll ring him back.
Oh, so genius. Dude is a one-man wrecking machine right now. He's not gonna be stopped by anyone. The pacing of this movie is just flawless, man. It's just moving at a non-stop thrill ride pace. Oh, such a cool shot. Dude's riding in like Gandalf at Helm's Deep, just about to wreck this whole city. I did not see him turning into a one-man army by the end of this, but I'm completely on board for it.
Morning.
Oh, so good. The line delivery is amazing. Also, I guess he is in a bit of trouble because going back to the line in the bar earlier, the one guy said literally everybody in the town owns a gun. Yes, dude, what a legend. Let's freaking go, the dynamic duo. There's some movies where like super quick editing like this would be seen as amateurish or bad, but because this movie's doing it for the purpose of comedy and you can tell everything that's going on within the editing, just absolutely works. Oh gosh.
Hag.
Oh, I freaking love this. This is so unlike anything I've seen, even from Edgar Wright. This is just so wild.
Stop! Please, let us stop this mindless violence.
Dude's about to come out here with hidden AKs or something. I can see it. He's gonna pull a Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder.
I may not be a man of God, but I know right and I know wrong.
Off, grasshopper.
Oh no! Dude got him in the chest. Shoot! Hopefully he was wearing something bulletproof.
I thought you was a goner.
Heck yeah, man, came prepared. This is just such a fantastic concept of an entire small country town being willing murderers and then an outside cop having to come in here and kill everybody. Oh my gosh, what a lethal takedown. That's an incredibly brutal way to go.
Arrest these men!
Wait! The village has been controlled by Frank and the NWA.
You incompetent flatfoot!
Dude tried to disguise his escape, but he's just clearly still there. About to get one more big chase, I'm sure. And now we got a whole team of cops working together.
Is this what you really, really want?
Yarr.
See yourself.
Oh, dang, what a headbutt. Dang, what an absolute unit. He's still up after all that. I don't know how he's gonna freaking take him down. Oh, you freaking did it. Let's go, man. Officer Angel is a freaking boss. Freaking clocked her.
Nice one, Doris.
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
Man, I don't know how he comes up with this stuff, but Edgar Wright is a freaking legend in the filmmaking department. His films are so dang entertaining, but there's so much care and quality that goes into the actual craft of it as well. Oh, such brilliant timing. That's such a good frame. This movie's a freaking technical marvel, but not in the usual way. It's just from the skill from the post-production side and syncing things up and just matching the edit to the dialogue.
Swan!
Of course the swan would come back into it. He freaking stops to catch it. I love it. Incredible writing, man. I'm running out of adjectives to describe how much I'm enjoying this. That's so cool, man. They're fighting in a small version of the actual town. So much creativity went into this. Oh no. Oh my, dude, the deaths in this are absolutely disgusting. But they're so hilarious at the same time.
I'll tell you how this is gonna
end. He's got the scream moment from Point Break earlier. Oh, what a fantastic callback. A freaking swan killed him. Bro, just pure brilliance. Freaking love this. I don't know if there's been like a single second of this that wasn't just either hilarious or just captivating.
Come back to London. I kind of like it here. Besides, we have to do a considerable amount of paperwork.
Man found a new home. Don't know how much of a town it's gonna be now, though. Literally everybody's arrested except his partner. I guess the cops are there too. Forgot about them.
You know what you are. A bloody busybody!
What is going on? I thought we were done with the climax.
Oh, God, no.
This is so insane. What? I don't even know what to say now, man. Literally everything is going different than I would think or that would happen in a normal movie. Please tell me Danny didn't die. Yo, what? Time jump too? Man, this thing keeps surprising me every scene.
They're lovely.
Yes, dude. Oh, he's still alive. Thank goodness. I was so worried he was going to be dead and it was just going to end on a depressing note.
Little Hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Bring the noise.
Freaking love their acting, man. Yo, that was such a freaking entertaining movie. Dude, I absolutely love that, man. It'd be hard to decide where I'd put that with Edgar Wright's other movies. Whoa, Simon Pegg co-wrote this. That's pretty impressive. I didn't think he wrote anything. Maybe he has other writing credits as well. But yeah, I don't know where I'd rank it with the other Edgar Wright movies I've seen because they're all so great in their own ways and the stories are so different from each other. But I definitely think this is him at his best, and this may be the funniest one too, I feel like, because Shaun of the Dead and Scott Pilgrim are both funny a lot of the times, and maybe it's just been a while since I've seen them so I don't remember too well, but I feel like the comedy wasn't so apparent in every freaking moment of them, whereas this one, it was pretty much every scene had me busting up laughing. The acting is what really helps the comedy work in a lot of situations, because obviously a lot of comedy delivered through the editing and delivered visually, but the line deliveries are also extremely key to the success of those moments, and I think Simon Pegg and Nick Frost both just hit their roles out of the park again. Obviously they worked together in Shaun of the Dead as well, so I knew that they would be good, and the rest of the cast too was really good. There was surprisingly a lot of recognizable faces, not necessarily ones that I could name the actors or the actresses, but I definitely knew a lot of people that were in this, surprisingly, and it never felt like cheesy or anything like that, which I think is a thing that Edgar Wright excels at. There's never any moments that kind of make me cringe or that are trying to be funny that I feel like aren't funny. I feel like everything is done very, very well, and he's probably a pretty meticulous director when it comes to comedy moments, and I thought the music was really good throughout as well. I know I mentioned a few times that I liked some of the tracks, but I think it was a great element in the filmmaking as well, and obviously the sound editing and the sound mixing is just as impressive as the editing at times, and it works like perfectly in line with it to help deliver the punch of some of the jokes and frames and everything that are supposed to be funny. And so I like that a lot of those moments were accentuated by just like a loud sound or just kind of funny little sound effects. I mean, no surprise coming into this that I loved this movie, because Edgar Wright is just a master of his craft. So I definitely need to check out the other one of this trilogy, At World's End, and obviously his other films that I haven't seen. This movie was just an absolute blast and a half, but with just pure skill and commitment behind the scenes in order to pull it off as well as they did. And it had a surprisingly great and gripping story as well. It wasn't just some fluff that was used as a background to some jokes. It was actually very well thought out and well organized, and really helped move the jokes along as it went along. And there was a shocking amount of twists and turns in this one that I didn't expect. Even by the end, pretty much every time the camera panned in one direction or the other, there was something I didn't expect there in the frame. But again, man, going back to what I mentioned earlier earlier on, I don't know how the heck they pull off some of this stuff, whether it be the creative transitions that they do and the planning that would go into that before shooting, while you're shooting, being able to make sure you get all the movements right so it looks good in the edit, but also just the sheer volume of shots you would need for a movie like this, because there were some sequences where I felt like in a matter of 5 seconds there were like 15 different shots just because it's cutting so fast. But at least for me, it was never in an unpleasant way or disorienting. It was always either comedically done or I could tell what was going on, and it was just an absolute treat to see something so well edited. So really enjoyed the post-production aspects, but obviously everything else that I mentioned just was done at a top-notch level. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed watching along with me for this one. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. That helps the video reach a lot more people and helps the channel out, so I appreciate your guys' support. Looking forward to your comments on this one. There aren't too many other Edgar Wright films that I think I've missed, at least his big ones that a lot of people like, but if there are any other movies or directors that have great editing and great comedic timing like he does, definitely recommend them, because love to get more of this style as well. But if you'd like to check out my full reaction to this one, definitely check out my Patreon link in the description. That's where you can find that. Of course, you'll need your own copy of the movie to watch along with me, but you'll also get all the other full-length reactions I've done for the channel there as well. And so I look forward to seeing all of you in the next one, and until then, peace.